Hey guys, welcome to the Reparenting Daily podcast, your daily free guide for inner child healing. This podcast helps you establish a consistent reparenting routine and is divided into 3 sections. The first is a daily reading, the second is a discussion of that reading followed by suggested journal prompts, and the last section is a peaceful meditation for closing. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening from whenever and wherever you're joining us. I'm so glad that you can join us for this journey of healing, self-expansion, and growth. If this is your first time, welcome. Now, before we dive in, I'd like to remind us that we've passed the 500 marker of Reparenting Daily. As a celebration of that, I've opened the Patreon community for free membership so that you can join our Zoom calls for free. There's a lot going on in the world right now, and many people are struggling. And so my hope with this is to encourage others to take up the serious work of reparenting on themselves and to offer and provide a free community where people can do that. I'd also like to personally thank all of you who have been along for the journey so far. Just as a reminder, this is a free podcast, but I do sell the Reparenting Daily Journal where you can follow us along with all the monthly and weekly themes, and where you can also join us in our free Zoom calls to reflect on the weekly themes as we make our way through the year. This is something that I've opened up for free, but you can purchase the journal if you'd like to support the podcast. You can also just copy the themes within your own journal and follow us along there. If you'd like to support us in other ways, you can also join the Patreon with a paid subscription or also donate on Buy Me a Coffee. Just as a reminder, I've created another resource called Fairy Tales for Reparenting. This is a 3-volume series that organizes fairy tales from around the world into the 3 phases of the hero's journey, from beginning, middle, to end. Now, these are fairy tales that come from Grimm's fairy tales and other traditions and other cultures around the world. And while you might think that fairy tales are for kids, actually, these stories contain profound truths and lessons that we can use in our reparenting journey. So these books are a very simple and creative way to connect to your inner child. I'd like to send a very warm thank you to Maria, who has been helping me to edit the books since I had some difficulties in the fall and I've had some issues with my eyes. So now the first 2 volumes are available on Amazon in ebook or regular book format, so you can check those out, and we'll be working on that last volume to release to you as soon as possible. But again, these stories are ways to connect with lessons that are shared across different cultures, to reconnect with your inner child, and to really teach yourself some lessons that have been carried down for centuries and millennia. As we're passing episode 550, I'd like to also turn your attention to the fact that I've changed the meditation at the end of the podcast, and so you can check that out now for a new experience of binaural beats. So this helps with binaural stimulation from the left to right ear, a bit like a replication of the EMDR experience. So I'm hoping that this can help bring you guys some relief, and we'll have other meditations coming soon as we progress with the rest of the year. So with these announcements now out of the way, let's dive into today's practice. Today's reading is What is an Abundance Mindset by Tony Robbins. Just as a reminder, we're in November, and the theme for this month is gratitude and abundance. We're in week 2, shifting from scarcity to abundance. As always, I'll skip around and read a bit of this article, and I'll leave this link in the show notes so you can check it out and read it in its entirety. Without further ado, what is an abundance mindset? Have you ever been to a nice restaurant, had a delicious dinner in a beautiful environment with great service, then received a bill that nearly made you fall out of your seat? How did that change your mood? Did you walk out of the restaurant raving about your experience or lamenting over the bill? Instead of practicing an abundance mindset, why do we tend to focus on the negative aspects of a situation or experience? Why, in the case of the restaurant, was it easier to own in on how steep the bill was rather than immerse ourselves in the outstanding food, the lovely ambiance, or the hospitable service? Because instead of focusing on gratitude and abundance, the human brain is wired for a single purpose: survival. The mind is not designed to make you happy, it's designed to help you survive. It is always looking for what could hurt you, and it magnifies the bad. We are wired to operate out of a place of scarcity and fear, but here's the thing. You have the choice to focus on what you want. You can learn how to develop an abundance mindset. Remember, what's wrong is always available, but so is what's right. What is an abundance mindset? An abundance mindset is a belief that there are enough resources in the world for everyone, and of being grateful for whatever the universe provides. It's often talked about in contrast with a scarcity mindset, or the belief that the world's resources are finite. When someone gets something, that leaves less for someone else. These 2 different ways of thinking can shift our entire perspective. People with a scarcity mindset tend to focus on unfulfilled needs, while Others have what they don't. They tend to think short term and have less fulfilling relationships. People with an abundance mindset focus on what they already have and make peace with the present moment because they're not living in a state of fear. They experience the many benefits of gratitude and can make better decisions and plan for the future. When you are grateful, fear disappears and abundance appears. Tony Robbins. Signs you have an abundance mindset. Many people go through life without thinking about their mindset. You may be held back by negativity without even realizing it. If you realize these signs, you may already be on your way towards an attitude of gratitude and abundance. Number 1, you celebrate other people's success. An abundance mindset is the opposite of jealousy and fear. You believe that other success doesn't detract from your own and that you will be just as successful. You genuinely celebrate the success of others who achieve their goals. Number 2, you give back. People in scarcity mindset are too busy taking to give back. If you volunteer your time, energy, or skills, often give away your possessions, or enjoy taking care of your loved ones, you're on your way to having an abundance mindset. And number 3, you live in the present. When you shift focus onto gratitude and abundance, you're not worried about the future or stuck in the past. You know that the only thing guaranteed is the present, and you focus on taking it all in. How to focus on developing an abundance mindset. It's natural for many people to operate in a scarcity mindset, especially in the corporate world and other competitive environments. But when you learn how to develop an abundance mindset, you'll open opportunities you never thought possible. Here are some ways to develop an abundance mindset. I won't read all of these, just list headings. Number 1, examine your limiting beliefs. Number 2, adopt more empowering beliefs. And 3, embrace change. Thank you. That's the reading for today, and you can check out the rest of the article and the link in the show notes. Welcome back. Today's reading explains that an abundance mindset is not about wealth or possessions. It's about trusting that there is enough, that life provides, and that you yourself are capable of creating more. The scarcity mindset, by contrast, is rooted in fear and survival. It's what happens when your brain, wired to protect you, fixates on what could go wrong or what might be taken away. This lens narrows your world, blinds you to opportunity, and breeds comparison, jealousy, and anxiety. The reading emphasizes that abundance is a choice, one made moment by moment. You can train your focus away from lack towards appreciation. You can choose to celebrate others' wins instead of feeling threatened by them. You can give instead of hoard, and to live in the present instead of fearing the future. Developing this mindset requires 3 major shifts. Number 1, examining limiting beliefs, the unconscious scripts that whisper, "I'm not enough," or "I'll never have enough." Number 2, replacing them with more empowering truths, beliefs that affirm possibility and gratitude. And number 3, embracing change with curiosity, seeing life's disruptions not as losses, but as opportunities for growth and creativity. Within the context of shifting from scarcity to abundance, this reading teaches that true abundance isn't denial of hardship, it's emotional mastery. It's this decision to keep your heart open even when circumstances close in. You don't have to fake positivity. Instead, you choose presence. Gratitude becomes the alchemy that transforms fear into flow and scarcity into sufficiency. From a reparenting perspective, this lesson provides profound healing. A scarcity mindset often forms in childhood, especially when love, attention, and safety were withheld. The inner child learned, "There isn't enough for me. I must fight, please, or shrink to survive." Developing an abundance mindset reparents that child with calm assurance. There's enough now. You're safe. You're allowed to receive. Every time you soften into gratitude instead of panic, you model safety for that younger part of you. Over time, abundance stops being a concept. It becomes a nervous system state of trust, peace, and tranquility. As we go into the journal prompts for today, number 1, what specific fears or not enough thoughts arise most often for me, and where do I think they come from? Number 2, what belief could I replace them with today that reflects abundance and trust? And number 3, how can I remind my inner child through words or actions that they no longer need to compete for love, safety, or attention? That's it for today. As always, thanks for being here. Take care of yourself, and please do be well. Welcome back. Welcome back. Now, this is the third and final section of the daily podcast. This is your silent meditation. Please go ahead and find a space where you can be comfortable and undisturbed, where you can relax and spend some time with yourself for this 10-minute silent meditation. You can choose to be sitting, standing, lying down, or in whatever position makes you comfortable today. Take a moment to simply be with yourself. Focus on your breath and gently connect with each part of your body. If thoughts arise, don't let them overwhelm you. Just observe them without attachment. Imagine them as leaves drifting down atop a river, passing by without needing your engagement. Stay present, grounded, and open to this moment.